Hey everyone, this is the channel where we talk about manifestation, magic, spirituality, and more. Today I wanted to hop on and talk to you guys about how to heal heartbreak, or at least how to feel better with heartbreak, and just some encouraging words to get you through some of those more painful days. I know heartbreak is such a touchy subject. You can really feel heartbreak from anything. I think it's generally the feeling of loss. You can kind of feel it when you've either lost a loved one, a lover, or you can have it even with family members or when someone passes away. But for this video, I'm just more or less talking about like lover, relationship, partnerships. I feel like loss is something we're all going to have to go through, and it's something that we need to know that nothing's actually truly lost forever. When you think of it in a term loss and you dwell on that feeling of loss, it can really start to take over, and there can be a really intense energy that you are not whole, that you're not complete, that you've messed up, that you have done something wrong, that there's so many different things that can be attached to it. But at the end of the day, loss is not actually the loss in the way you felt it. Like, the fact that you felt loss means that you felt something really amazing, something really connected, something really beautiful. And some people don't ever get to feel that kind of loss. If they don't get to feel that kind of loss, then they didn't get to feel that kind of connection, that kind of beauty, that kind of, synchronicity, or I guess like experience it in that way. So like, if you're feeling like you're totally alone, that no one will ever understand you, that might be true. They might have never experienced an experience like you did, but isn't that in itself something beautiful to be grateful for? Because you still have those memories, you have that experience in your heart, in your soul, for what that was. And there's something super special about having loved that deeply and having an experience where you believe that you lost or felt that connection. Not only that, when there is a loss or a heartbreak, that heartbreak or loss, it can feel like it will never go away, that it will always be that painful, it will always be that crippling, especially if you messed up and you feel like you're the reason for that. Because then there's a lot of self anguish or upset at your own being, your own actions. You can be reliving it through your head. But at the end of the day, didn't you need to learn that? Didn't you have to go through those lessons? Maybe they messed up and that's why it's so hurtful. Maybe they cheated, or maybe they did something that broke your trust, and then you just feel super let down. But at the end of the day, if you feel that way, then you can look at the opposite. Like, say you were cheated on. Okay, well, that's really crummy, but in your heart, you're not a cheater. In your heart, you know that you would never do that. Well, maybe you think, oh, maybe I would, but at the end of the day, whatever you believe, like, if you think you would never do that, then aren't there other people out there that would never do that to you? There's got to be one person on the planet that's like you. And maybe we all have the ability to be cheaters. Well, there's a really big bug that just flew by. But maybe we all have the ability to be cheaters, but we also have the ability to be super committed and honest and direct or upfront and not do that. Like, everyone's on a different journey, and I believe relationships and loss really pull out the things that we need to work on, or need to assess, or need to see or evaluate. Every relationship gives us data of what we don't want or we do want, and every relationship really helps us become stronger manifestors in the fact that we get super clear on how we want to be treated, what we want, what our partnerships want to be like. And I know that I've seen it with friends or myself, where we've had loss and we don't understand it. We're like, why would the universe do this to me? Or like, why would God do this to me? Or how could I be treated this way? Like, I feel like I've done nothing wrong. Or, we feel like we don't understand why that manifested in that way. But like, maybe there's something actually way more in alignment. Maybe if you open your mind and you open your thoughts to the possibility of something even greater than this, something maybe not the exact same, as we're all unique snowflakes. I don't believe one person can ever be the exact same, but like, maybe there's something that's new and different that is also going to show you a whole new type of love, a whole new way of being, a whole new personality experience. And that's super special in itself, to knowing that, things happen for reasons we don't always know. And I don't think we'll necessarily always know them until we maybe pass, or, we go through another something and the lesson has then been shown. Because I've had relationships and I didn't understand the heartbreak and the pain or the reason till like a year or two later, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like so many things became clear. And I think that in that moment, when you're in that suffering, if you can try to be positive about it and try to keep reminding yourself of the things that are good, that's really going to get you through. And if you can't, like, if you're dwelling on this person and it's only the bad stuff, or maybe it's only the good stuff but it's causing you so much pain, there has to be a time that you decide to choose not to be, going through those thoughts on replay, because that's not really your now reality. This is something that happened in the past, and this is something that will project in the future if you keep reliving it and keep going through it. And if you keep feeling totally, like you'll never have love again, you'll never be in this thing, do you really want that for yourself? If you've seen a friend suffering through that and they were saying that, would you really want that for them? Like, you have to almost see yourself from a third person and look in on your life as if it was a friend. Like, do you think that's the best thing that someone could do? And I just want to confirm to you that there is so many people in the world. If you think that there's just one twin flame and there's one person for you, and that person has now left your life, or they've died, or they've, left you, or you've left them, or whatever's happened, I don't believe that that is true. That person, sure, that person is so unique and so beautiful and so special, but so are you. You're just that unique, that beautiful, that special. But there's also so many billions, millions of people that are a match and have something to offer that is so beautiful. For you to just give up on all the rest of the people in the world because you've had this one really traumatic or hard experience, it's really not doing you or other people a favor, because it's really a disservice, because you are such a special human. You are so worthy of having love. You are so worthy of not having to experience heartbreak anymore. If you learned the lessons from this, if you went through that and you understood what was wrong or what didn't feel good, you need to choose yourself and choose to move on and choose to heal, and really embrace that you have the whole world waiting for you. And there is so much good that can come from being not in the fear and deciding to re-embark on love again and opening your heart up to love. Sometimes it can feel so painful that we just want to shut our heart off and never go through that pain again. But I promise you, I feel like each breakup and each loss and each thing, it does get a little bit easier, and you're able to see it for what it's really worth. And that is the beautiful, loving experience that you had, that beautiful, loving connection. You might not be able to look at it at the time because it's so painful to have had that loss, but as you get healed and as you realize there's more love in the world, the more you're going to be able to look back and acknowledge it for what it was, and that it doesn't have to be this painful memory or this painful thing in your heart, because whatever happened made you both grow if you choose to both grow from it. It helps you become a stronger human. It helps you understand so many things about yourself. And yeah, I just hope that if anyone's going through heartbreak, that they know that they're not alone. There's been so many beautiful connections in this world that have turned to loss and heartbreak. And you're never alone. There's so many people out there that have also been through maybe not the exact thing, but similar experiences and feelings of loss and connection, or loss in connections. So I just wanted to hop on and tell you guys all that you got this. You can do it. It will get easier. You are an amazing human being. No one is like you. No, you are not replaceable. This is something to remember too when you're feeling really heartbroken, especially if someone left you for someone else. No one will replace you. No one can replace you. And maybe you are crummy, and that's another reason that you feel, maybe that the new replacement is better than you. This is a time for you to become that person that you've always wanted to be, that is lovable and is beautiful and is honest and is joyous and exciting and fun to be around. Like, you have the choice to be that human. You have the choice to show up for someone else and make their day and make this strong of a love connection. And you're so worthy of feeling good, and you're so worthy of not sitting in the pain. You are so worthy of feeling your unique power, because you are unique. You are a snowflake. You're not replaceable. You are so special. And I think that is the biggest thing that you can remind yourself daily to help you get over any loss or heartbreak pain.